After weeks of speculation, the All Progressives Congress has now set a new date of March 26th for its national convention. The postponement comes weeks after the party initially announced that its convention would hold on February 26th. But in a letter to the Independent National Electoral Commission on Monday, APC said its zonal congresses will hold on March 12th and they'll be conducted alongside preparation for the convention. According to the APC, convention activities will commence on February 24th and terminate at the Eagle Square, Abuja, on the 26th of March. Despite the new date, the former Director General of the Progressives Governors Forum, Dr. Salihu Lukman, yesterday accused the chairman of the Caretaker/Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee and Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Bala and his counterparts in Imo, Ogun, and Kogi States of frustrating attempts by the APC to hold its convention. In a statement titled APC Convention Mutiny by Yahoo Politicians, he alleged that the party had been held captive by a small group of dishonest politicians whose only interest was to impose themselves as either presidential or vice presidential candidates for the 2023 elections. Joining us now from Abuja to tell us why there is so much confusion over the conduct of the party's convention and the power tussle behind the scenes to stop it from holding is Professor Ussiju Medaner, Director of the Organization of the All Progressives Congress Convention. Welcome to the show, Professor Medaner, and good morning.
Good morning for having me.
Good morning, Prof. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Doctor.
Thank you. Very quickly, so let's just go straight to the heart of it. The APC, your party, has now announced a timetable for its zonal congresses and also the party's convention, national convention, on March 26th, with the expectation that on March 31st, the party's new executive will be sworn in. But there have been protests from within the party. Former Director General of the Governors Forum, Dr. Salihu Lukman, is alleging that some Yahoo politicians have hijacked the party because they have their own agenda. And he named them. I'm not going to help him publicize those he calls Yahoo politicians. But he says they are working in cahoots with the chairman of the Extraordinary Convention Caretaker Committee. What's your response to that allegation by Dr. Lukman?
Thank you for having me, Dr. Ruben. Once again, let me say, the last time I appeared on this platform, I made mention the party would take decision in the interest of the party. The party has to evaluate its constitution. The party has to do consultation, counter-consultation, to look at things horizontally and vertically, to look at what is in the interest of the party. If you have seen yesterday, it took the party 7 hours to come up with the final decision. So that is how party is run. And the decision of yesterday is in compliance with the constitution of the party. After evaluation, legal evaluation of the constitution of the party, now the party look at it, that Article 12.4 actually is talking about the NWC, that is National Working Committee, mentioned there. Then Article 12.6 is talking about the zonal ESCO, where you have the National Vice Chairman. The National Vice Chairman has a representative status in the National Working Committee. And the party thought it wise, and after due consultation, now to split the election so that the zonal congresses will be held in the zones to elect these zonal ESCO, who constitutes part of the delegates to the National Convention. Let me give you an example with PDP. The PDP, they are now, after the National Convention, they went to Southwest to conduct the zonal Congress there. Up till now, they are yet to conduct the zonal Congress in the Northwest. The party doesn't have that luxury of impunity to go and conduct the convention without conducting these zonal congresses. So, and if we go back to the history of this party is 7 years old. The first this thing in 2014 was to make sure that the party participate in the 2015 election. And they sat down and looked at issues on the ground at that very material time, and the whole thing was conducted at the same time. That is, both the zonal congress and the national convention. In 2018 convention, we had only President Muhammadu Buhari as the candidate of the party who was given the right of first refusal. There wasn't interest as you have now in your prelude. You mentioned there were some people aspiring to be this and that. This time around, any mistake can lead to litigation. And you have seen what happened in Zamfara State, where they took the party to court and we lost the governorship, but thank God, the governor now decamped to APC. This is what the party is trying to avoid. And now we have the notice of activities from starting from 24th of this month to end in let's say 26th of next month. There is no any hidden agenda. But you know, this is a family. First, people want to battle it out to get tickets. Definitely, some may feel otherwise, and some may just come out and talk. Some may even go personal. Some may go dirty. That is how party in Nigeria people run. Not even Nigeria, globally. We have seen how people go dirty because of aspiration. So I think for the party to make sure that we have achieved what is set out.
Right, with what you just mentioned now, the possibility for people going personal and going dirty and what have you, what assurances can you give that the convention will be able to hold on March 26th? Because like you rightly mentioned, with PDP, they've had some challenges and had to postpone their Northwest Zonal Congress because of the rift in the Kano State chapter. What if that rears its ugly head in this 1 month timetable that you've scheduled? That would mean yet another postponement. Do you have any assurances that March 26th is set in stone?
No, the notice of election in compliance with Section 85 of the Electoral Act has been set, and now on 24th we will start the activities of the convention. You know, let me give reference with party always look at the interests of the party. I said this. Let me give example with the National Electoral Commission, which sometimes, because of logistic issue, because of some issues beyond their control, they have to postpone their election too. That is even general election, not an internal party issues. So internal party, sometimes you end up in court and you lose the seat to an opposition. You always look at those things. You don't just give away because some people are talking, because some people are doing this. A party administration is a very Herculean task. It's something that needs scientific reasoning. It's something that needs consultation, counter-consultation. Sometimes you take decision even if you are going to be blamed because of that decision. But the end goal is for you to achieve to form a very formidable force to face the general election. That is what makes a party.
Okay, Professor Medaner. Well, the last time you were here, we brought up the issue about zoning and about consensus within the party. What's the status of that conversation,
yes,
of the conversation around those two issues in the APC as you prepare for the zonal congresses and the convention?
As you can see in the schedule of activities, the second thing online is zonal stakeholders meeting in the zones. In that zone, the zonal stakeholders are expected to sit down to now have a consensus among them, which office goes to where and which office goes to where in the zonal arrangement. That is the consultation that those zonal stakeholders will do, and now communicated to the party. From there, the next thing in line is to sell forms, so that if during that agreement and consultation, the national vice chairman is zoned to state A, the people in that state A will go and purchase form to vie for that seat that has been agreed for them. So this is just it. Then when we come to the national convention, the same thing will be done. And there is no any cause, there is no reason for people to say, they have not zoned this to that and they have not zoned this into this. It's a process. First, when we finish this, the second one is the last lap of, that is the convention.
Right. How are you addressing this issue of the vocal members of your party who are clearly so disgruntled by the way the Mai Mala Bala committee has handled the APC? What measures have been taken to bring everybody together and unify your party at this point?
You know, I've seen some people that have gone personal. Some actually, they were speaking on behalf of others. Some were conflict entrepreneurs. They benefit from such things. They have their masters that pays them to come and talk. But the party is still open. The party has not taken anyone or trying to join issues. As I'm speaking today, I have not mentioned anybody. I have not called person name because it's a party. Party is supposed to be the father and mother of all. So there is room to consult, to discuss, and to push the party forward. The first thing I want to tell anybody that feels aggrieved, you must have a party for you to aspire anything. If there is no party, you will not be able to achieve your goal, to achieve your ambition. So we must have a party, and formidable one for that matter. I've seen the former governor of Kano States when he was talking about PDP because of that zonal convention. He felt aggrieved too. That is party. I've seen Republican Party, what they are doing in the United States of America, between the Trump camp and other, in the Democrats, what they are trying to do now. You have seen in UK, conservative and so on and so forth. So party, there is always people with different views when it comes to internal issues. And once that thing is done, you now face the general election, you have a common goal. So this is what we are trying to do in the party, to try to bring everybody together, to try to do things right. When you are trying to do things right, definitely you may offend others, but that does not mean that you should just neglect them or abandon them or just forget about them. No, you just bring them together. Try to reach them, try to bring them together. And I said in the last time I appeared here that the reconciliation is an ongoing, even post-convention, there must be reconciliation. It will continue until we get.
Right, so just to clarify, will those who have been so vocal in their criticisms of the party, will they be sanctioned for some of what they've said in the public domain?
I think this thing have started not now. It have started even from the time of during Adam Oshimole to date. I think there was no any vendetta against anybody. If you check it, it's just people will come. Some are rhetorical statements. How can you just be listening to those things? And those kind of things make parties show interest, show that yes, people have feelings towards the party. But I said, and I repeat, there are some are conflict entrepreneurs. You don't have to just look at them. This is how they are. If you look at some, and they created some kind of organization within the party, which is not even known to the constitution of the party.
Okay.
So you don't have to say anything. What you should do is just to bring them together. But if person is found guilty of anti-party, the party will take serious action against that person. And when you work against the interests of the party, disciplinary measures will be taken against the person.
Well, Professor Medaner, two concerns have been expressed. The first is one, the governors of the APC met yesterday, and they are expected to meet with the president today. They've not said anything categorical about the latest development. Do you see the possibility that the governors will intervene and probably have a view different from that of the Caretaker Committee? And would that result in the chosen dates being adjusted again or the convention being postponed? The other issue has to do with the fact that the March 26th date is close to Ramadan. And some people are saying, well, would the party be able to go ahead, once it's so close to Ramadan? Those two issues, quickly.
Your first question, I think, is just to APC. That's why the governors met. and to look at how maybe they are going to support the timetable to, let's say, to achieve the set goals, rather. Then the next one is to meet the president and brief him. I don't think the governors are going to reverse or the timetable or to intervene in to say that, oh, the time is not feasible. Then the second one, Ramadan is a kind of exercise. Muslims do fast today like Monday and Thursday. Muslims normally fast during that time. So I don't think Ramadan will stop the party activities or election or something of that nature. If you look at it, this is a process that will end on the 26th, or to say inauguration after 26th. So it's an event on that 26th. It's just a one-day something, and people will go back to their respective states and continue the mobilization for the party. So there is no cause for alarm.
Well, on that note, Professor Medaner, I think we would like to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show. Thank you very much indeed.